I started reading a book you said you were reading was good. But I worry I've downloaded the wrong one because I'm like a third of the way in, and it doesn't sound like the book you described.
Oh no! What book did I describe to you?
Between Two Fires.
Yeah.
So I'm like 2 or 3 hours in, and you said it was like this sort of dark age, like a sort of like plague-ridden country of like grimness.
Yeah.
And at the moment, all I'm getting is princess has to marry.
This is not the same book. This is not the same book. No.
So there's this Welsh princess who has to marry the other Welsh conqueror who's like, come to take her castle. And I'm like, why does Tom love this book so much?
No.
But there's a dashing brigand who like rescues her.
Okay. There's... That is not this book. This is a very different book. No. No. Unless it... I feel like you would know the difference. This other book begins very horrifically, and there's
okay. There's no like marriage proposal business right at the start.
No.
Wow. But it's also set in the Dark Ages. So when I read the blurb, and it was like, there's a post-Roman Britain and the Welsh are at war, and I was like, okay, and it's got the same name as the one you said. So this must be the right book. But it's just really about like this princess who doesn't want to marry this guy.
Yeah, having a hard time describing books. I said it was a grim... Well, I think the fact that we both got the same name of the book.
Was it definitely called Between Two Fires?
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe. Between Two Fires.
Oh, that's a different cover. And has a different author.
A disgraced knight found a young girl alone in a dead Norman village, an orphan of the Black Death. Between Two Fires. This is the book.
I think this isn't on Audible. So when a different book came up with the same name.
Oh.
That makes sense now.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. It's all about the plague.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just listening to this going, how far shall I go before I decide this is the wrong book?
Yeah. Different.
Different.
Yeah, what was your book? Nos?
Nos, yeah. Okay. This one. Saxon barbarians that destroy medieval Wales. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, that's like Dark Ages, I guess. This might be the right one. But yeah, so this lady...
Oh, the Hammer King. Wow.
Yeah. So the Hammer King gets wounded in battle, and she like nurses him back to health because all of his doctors want to like put the leeches on him.
Oh.
She's like, no leeches for you. And then they like fall in love, but then there's this handsome brigand. Maybe she loves him instead.
Ooh.
It's a whole thing.
Okay, I can see how you can, I can see the mistake.
You shouldn't be allowed to have two books with the same name that are also set in the same, that are both also historical fiction.
Yeah.
Very confusing. But I tell you what, it is not like fucking Game of Thrones or Mists of Avalon.
Is it not?
No.
Ooh. Yeah, romance. Okay. I don't think. Yeah, this one doesn't have romance. No.
Okay.
There's an audiobook apparently.
Oh, maybe it's just not an Audible. I'll look it up. And now I've seen the cover, I will remember.
Yeah. Okay, I love it. Great.